Would you like to know how to earn £2,000 monthly tax-free passive income and keep up with inflation as your money never loses value?
Stick around because we'll not only show you how to do it using an ISA, i.e. an individual savings account, but we'll also share 2 bonus ways to hit that same goal. So definitely watch until the end for those.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Humble Penny, where we help you design a path to financial freedom, enriched with the small experiences that bring you joy. This is a life of financial joy. If you are excited to grow your income tax-free, take a second to hit the like button. It helps more people find this life-changing information we're sharing here on our channel. In addition, we've created for you guys for this video a free 42-week email program to help you take control of your finances and grow your money through various passive and semi-passive income streams. These are things we've actually explored ourselves. We'll link below and above for you to check it out and join if you'd love to.
Today, we're sharing how you can use an ISA to create £2,000 a month in passive income while factoring in inflation, because let's be honest, £2,000 today will not be worth the same in 20 years' time.
That's right. This video today is going to be split into 4 parts, guys. Part 1 is all about why £2,000 tax-free is life-changing potentially. Part 2 is how much to invest to make £2,000 monthly passive income. Part 3 is then looking at inflation, like Mary said, and how this affects this ISA strategy we're going to look at today. And then part 4 is where we're going to be sharing 2 additional bonus ways to earn £2,000 per month potentially. All right, let's just dive straight in. Let's look at part 1 now, right? So part 1 is why £2,000 is tax-free is life-changing potentially. Why are we looking at this?
Okay, yes. So we'll start with £2,000 a month. It's such a powerful number. And for most people, this amount could cover major expenses like rent, mortgage, or even a significant chunk of their family budget.
And here's the best part. When it's tax-free inside an ISA, you keep every single penny or pound.
Yeah.
So no income tax, no capital gains tax, it's all yours. Okay, so that's the reason why we chose that number. Yeah. Now, let's look at part 2, which is how much do you actually invest to make 2K monthly passive income? Here's a strategy. So step 1 is first you need to choose a sensible dividend yield. By this we mean what return your portfolio needs to generate in order to create the £2,000 per month in passive dividend income. Then we need to kind of work backwards to arrive at a number. Now, based on our research, a sensible dividend yield, again from our personal experience as well, is around 3.5%.
Yep, and step 2 is to gradually build your portfolio with growth-focused stocks and funds. So to figure out how much you need to build your portfolio up to take the monthly amount you want to earn, for example, £2,000 a month, then annualize it by multiplying by 12, i.e. £2,000 times 12 equals 24,000. And then take that number and divide it by the 3.5% mentioned earlier, i.e. £24,000 divided by 0.035, which gives you £685,000. Why £685,000? Because at a 3.5% yield, this portfolio would generate £24,000 annually or £2,000 a month tax-free.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, guys, £685,000, that is a huge number. But here's the secret, and this is where step 3 comes into the picture. You actually need to start small and stay consistent.
Yeah. If you invest £500 a month in, say, the S&P 500, for example, for simplicity, and earn an average return of 8% annually, you could reach £685,000 in about 30 years. Now, up on the screen is an illustration. Of course, if you invest more money each month, then you'll reach that goal a lot quicker than 30 years.
Now, our approach is to focus on investing in growth-focused index funds and exchange-traded funds or ETFs to max out returns. And then when you've reached that portfolio goal, you could then potentially switch to funds or stocks that mainly pay you a dividend, such that you're then earning dividend passive income if income is a priority for you at that stage of your wealth building journey. Now, however, given that perspective, though, there is a big topic of inflation that we should be talking about, which would dominate a big part of today's video. But before going into that, if you're really finding this video helpful at this stage, would really appreciate it if you take a moment to literally hit that subscribe button over there, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell. Now let's look at part 3 now, which is inflation and this ISA strategy.
First, let's talk about inflation, the silent wealth killer. Historically, inflation averages around 2 to 3% annually. And if we assumed an average of 3%, it means prices double roughly every 24 years using the rule of 72, which is 72 divided by 3, which gives us 24 years.
So if you want, say, £2,000 per month in passive income from dividends in today's terms, the question is, when do you actually want to start to earn that money? Now, obviously, now would be amazing, right? Everybody wants to earn that money now, but that would be unrealistic for most people, as you'd first need to build up an investment portfolio. So to begin, we will assume 3 different time periods. So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and 30 years from now. Now, the problem, as Mary very kindly highlighted earlier, is that the purchasing power of £2,000 today wouldn't be the same in the future. So we'll need to work backwards to see how much we'll need to earn in dividend passive income in 10 years, 20 years, and 30 years from now in order to then maintain the same purchasing power as we would have today. So let's now cut over to our screens where we've been doing this analysis to see what that looks like in the future. Okay guys, so here is a future value calculator we built just to show you guys the inflation impact on a £2,000 present value or £2,000 passive income today. So let's assume that you want to earn that money obviously today. 2 grand today will be 2 grand today in income, but 10 years from now, to maintain the same level of purchasing power, that 2 grand will be equivalent to earning £2,687.83. Let's look at 20 years from now. That will be the equivalent of having to earn £3,612.22. Again, you can see the impact of inflation over time. Look at 30 years from now. That's a huge amount, £4,854.52. Now, look at this now. If I move on to this next column where I've taken those numbers, remember those numbers? So 10 years is that amount, 20 and 30 years are those amounts. I've now put it into this table to now work out what investment portfolio we'll need to, save and invest towards, right? So these are the present value numbers. So the future income amounts we'll require. We've now annualized it by taking that number and multiplying it by 12, right? You can see the numbers are huge in terms of what your portfolio needs to create per year. If we assume a 3.5% dividend yield per year, this is what your portfolio will create in dividends, for you to then create that annual amount, to then create that monthly amount. If we work backwards and say that number there divided by that number there, you can see that if you do that, you have these 3 numbers, £921,542, and then next one of 1.2 million, and this next one of 1.6 million. So the next step now is to work out how much you need to be investing now to achieve these portfolio numbers, depending on when you want this to the equivalent of £2,000 per month passive income today, which will be equivalent to these amounts in the future. Up on the screen is a graph of what £2,000 today will be equivalent to in 10, 20 years and 30 years from today.
These are large investment portfolio numbers, but remember, you have potentially 10, 20 and 30 years ahead of you for that portfolio to be built up. In addition, if we adjust our contributions to increase with inflation, it makes a huge difference in terms of achieving those numbers. This is where it gets exciting, and if we can gamify this process even better. To begin, we need to make an assumption about how much you might have in your ISA pot now. Now, Ken took a look at the average market value of ISAs in the UK. So here on the UK government's website is the average market value for people's ISA pots by age. That's what these columns represent. However, keep your eye on this line that's charting up and back down. You can see here we're giving a number for all ages. So all ages
would say an average market value of an ISA pot is around maybe £35,000 thereabouts. However, given our audience are people typically aged between 25 all the way to maybe their 50s thereabouts, early 50s, you can see a 25 to 45-year-old has around, let's say 10K, maybe 35 to 45-year-old, maybe about 18K, and a 45 to 54-year-old, maybe has around £25,000 thereabouts. So we believe that we're going to start with a slightly lower average of roughly £20,000 to begin this analysis.
Let's assume that you start with a £20,000 ISA pot. Here is what you need to be investing today to achieve the passive income goals. First, let's start with if you want £2,000 per month dividend passive income 30 years from now. Now, we previously worked out that this is equivalent to earning £4,854.32 per month, and as a result, you'd need a portfolio of £1,664,408. Using a compound interest calculator, we worked out that if you invest £850 a month in an index fund, for example, the S&P 500, generating an average return of 8% per year, you'd generate a future portfolio worth the value of £1,682,484, which exceeds the amount required of £1,664,408. Notice that in these scenarios, we're assuming that your annual deposit is also increasing by the inflation rate of 3%.
Very, very important. Okay, we've done 30 years. Let's now take a look at the same calculation, but for 20 years from now, okay? Now, with the 20-year scenario, £2,000 a month in passive income today is equivalent to needing to earn £3,612.22 in order to maintain the same purchasing power. Now, we previously worked out that as a result, you'd need to aim for an investment portfolio of £1,238,476. Again, using a compound interest calculator, we worked out that you'd need to start investing today £1,600 per month and increasing that by 3% annually to reach that amount of £1,263,341 in 20 years, which actually then exceeds the amount you need to create the passive income that you need.
The final scenario is the 10 years from now. Now, to make equivalent of £2,000 per month in passive income today in 10 years, you'd need to receive £2,687.83 in passive income due to inflation. However, given 10 years is much closer than the 20 or the 30 years, you'd need to invest a lot more money now to arrive at a portfolio you need of £921,542. This is by far the hardest scenarios and will be unachievable by most people, although more likely to be achievable by a couple who are high earners and who invest aggressively. The compound interest calculator shows that you'd need to invest around £4,300 a month, I know, and rising by 3% inflation annual to arrive at a portfolio of £926,265.48, which exceeds the targeted amount we mentioned earlier.
That is a lot to process, but this perspective of factoring in inflation into your future plans hopefully has given you guys a lot of insight and a lot to actually process. It's actually quite scary when you think about it from that perspective. What you need is a lot more than what you think you need. But saying that though, £2,000 per month is a fantastic first milestone to aim for.
And it's good to know the numbers.
So we'd say start there and adjust your contributions as your income grows. Let's now look at part 3.
We're going to be looking at other options for investing your money. Option 1. You could invest the money via a self-invested personal pension known as a SIP to get a tax relief and give the amounts that you invest a boost. For basic rate taxpayers, for every £80 you put in, you get a £20 rebate from the government as tax relief. For a higher rate taxpayer, for every £80 you put in, you get a £40 rebate from the government as tax relief. £20 of that from doing a self-assessment.
For an additional rate taxpayer, for every £80 you put in, you get a £45 rebate from the government as tax relief. £25 of that money will come from you doing your self-assessment. Here is an example with a £500 per month invested and what that could look like with tax relief added. Feel free up on the screen to pause the video at this point to take a look at these numbers. Now, what you see is that these higher numbers can then be invested through your SIP, like Mary mentioned earlier, to achieve your investment goals a lot quicker.
Yes, however, note that with a SIP, you have to factor in future taxes. As things stand, only 25% of your pension is tax-free, and the remaining 75% will be taxable depending on what future tax band you're on. In addition, you won't have the access to this money until the age of 57 from 2028, and future tax rules could also change, including the age of accessing your pension, making access to your pension potentially harder. But don't let this scare you. We personally give the ISA priority for the ease of access and tax-free status, but we also invest in our pension for tax relief benefits too.
That's right. Now, option 2 here is that you could invest your money via a general investing account or a GIA. However, this has no tax benefits as gains become taxable when you sell and dividends become taxable too, above any tax-free thresholds that you might already have. You'd only really consider this account when you exceed your annual allowance on your ISA, for example, which every single person, as at the moment, gets £20,000 per year.
Up on the screen is a detailed comparison table between a stocks and shares ISA, general investing account, and a SIP. Note that the details are expected to change in the future. Part 4 is 2 bonus ways to earn £2,000 a month. Now,
while the ISA strategy we've been talking about today is amazing, it's not the only way you could make £2,000 per month in passive income. Here are 2 other ways to potentially diversify your income streams. Number 1 is one that we all know about already, which is property investing with income generated after tax.
Yes, so rental income from property investing can be a great way to generate passive income, but it is a business by itself and requires a lot of work and capital investment. So therefore, it's not passive and it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
However, if you are able to find the right deal with the right strategy, it can help you build up capital to then invest in, say, the stock market. You can either explore the UK or international property opportunities. Strategies include flipping, commercial properties, HMO, i.e. multi-lets, Airbnb, rent to rent, etc. It is harder in the UK.
Absolutely.
Due to regulation and tax changes, such as extra stamp duty on second homes, for example.
Yeah.
Number 2 is real estate investment trusts.
Now, you can use an ISA to invest in real estate investment trusts. These often provide between 4% and 6%, typically on average, in terms of annual returns, and are less hands-on way of investing compared to traditional property investing. However, keep an eye on fees when it comes to REITs.
Yeah.
We've actually made a very detailed guide to help you get started if you want to invest in REITs. We'll link to that below as well as above for you to head off and check it out. Now, there are also other things you can do to make more money. For example, creating various types of online businesses, particularly models that are recurring revenue focused, for example. The key thing with any of these strategies we've covered today is to start early, take some measured risks, and reinvest your earnings as early as possible to grow your income over time.
Absolutely. So there you have it, guys. Whether it's through ISAs, properties, or other strategies, creating £2,000 a month in passive income is achievable with the right plan. And now you know how to account for inflation too.
Yep. Building wealth through investing is like planting a tree. Each monthly contribution is effectively a seed that you are planting. At first, it may not seem like much, but with patience, time, and consistency, those seeds grow into a strong, flourishing tree that provides shade and fruit for a lifetime. So keep planting those seeds 1 month at a time.
I love that analogy. And if you're ready to take up the next step, then don't miss our next video. It's titled, If You Have £5,000 in the Bank, Do These 5 Things. Click on it to keep building your financial future.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And as always, in all things, be thankful and seek joy. Take care, people. Guys. Bye.